You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down.
He said, you know, I've got this great little studio down in Muscle Shoals, and these cats are really greasy.
Join in the debate on the Hatchet Jobs Cinema Tour and decide for yourself who needs critics.
You should be careful what you wish for. You might not get it.
We are in the middle of a plague. 40 million infected people is a plague.
Well, when does anybody get to go to Disneyland with Walt Disney himself?
You could make that brush do anything that you wanted to. I mean, that's power. That's real power.
Why? What? Ooh, what? We're in Paris!
Yes, exactly. Why don't we just stop and enjoy it?
Too modern. Too empty. Too touristy.
Your knee's gone yet?
Not yet. What are you doing here in Paris?
God.
It's our wedding anniversary.
And now you will have time just for each other.
Shut up, you idiot. You make my blood boil like nobody else.
A sign of a deep connection.
Once the kids have gone, what's left of us?
Beckett says, do we mean love when we say love?
What else do we mean that's stupid?
What? Oh!
Oh, God, Nick!
You can't not love and hate the same person. It really hurts. Usually within the space of 5 minutes, in my experience.
I think we've earned a very good time.
People don't change.
They do. They can get worse.
Maintaining a sense of humor has been vital to my survival.
Stephen Hawking, the world's smartest man.
My proudest achievement has been to inspire people to think about the cosmos and our place in it.
A Brief History of Time has sold about 8 million copies.
The notion of fame is a curious thing to me.
It was a very intense period.
The whole family went to pieces.
But because every day could be my last, I have a desire to make the most of each and every minute.
He told me to get the spaceship built because he wasn't going to live forever.
We are all different, but we share the same human spirit. Perhaps it is human nature that we adapt and survive.
What's that? Where'd you get that?
It's cable. We found it.
Take it inside.
There you go. 110 quid there.
Vandalism. Trespass on the railway.
There's some unscrupulous people out there getting kids to do their dirty work. Don't want you going down there no more.
Reckon we could get that cable off at pylon? Probably about 500 quid.
Don't even think about it, Arbor. It's too risky.
Come on, man. I can't do it on my own. You're a kid. I want better for you.
You nicked this, didn't you? Gonna get your head kicked in.
Don't stand up for yourself. You're soft.
Arbor, it's me. Chill out.
Dear Madison, the weekend is coming and I'm thinking of spending some quiet time alone. Being out here helps me see things more clearly. I can't say I miss city life. Your brother, on the other hand, I think that you and the family need to think of something else as far as his occupation. He quite realistically could never amount to anything. Sometimes I wonder if he is learning disabled.
Lab coat?
Or has a bad disease.
There's birds in here. What?
Not that I dislike him or anything.
You're the worst person in the world!
He's totally fine.
Sorry, boy.
Sparky! I can't believe it! Your dog is alive! Sparky, shh. Easy, boy. I can fix that.
Meine Hand! Dieser Prozess ist sehr wichtig für uns.
Hat man Ihnen nachgewiesen, dass die Juden müssen vernichtet werden?
Ich habe sie nicht vernichtet.
Eichmann kein Antisemit? Was ist denn das für ein Humbug?
Du hast ihn doch selber gehört, er hat nur dem Gesetz gehorcht.
Hanna, bitte, du kannst das so nicht schreiben, nicht für den New Yorker.
There were recognized Jewish leaders, and this leadership cooperated with the Nazis. They'll have our heads for this.
In den Daily News gab es folgende Schlagzeile. Hannah Arendt's bizarre defense of Eichmann.
Sie denken, deine Artikel sind großartig. Und die wünschen dir den Tod. Manche sogar auf sehr fantasievolle Weise.
The greatest evil in the world is the evil committed by nobodies.
Did you really have no idea there would be such a furious reaction?
Trying to understand is not the same as forgiveness.
Diesmal bist du zu weit gegangen.
It is this phenomenon that I have called the banality of evil.
Did you hear that? What was it? A coyote. There aren't any coyotes in England.
What happened to them?
Well, the police report said they were attacked by an escaped lunatic. Must have been a very powerful man.
Jack and I were not attacked by a man.
It's an animal. A wolf. Did he say a wolf?
Yes, I believe he did.
Did you get a good look at the man who attacked you?
Doctor, my memory is fine. It's my sanity I'm beginning to worry about.
You've never had bad dreams before?
Well, sure, as a kid, but never so real, never so weird.
I'm going to look into your eyes.
My children's generation is going to be the first in history to have a lower life expectancy than their parents.
How much do you love the telly?
100 billion. It's so relaxing.
Modern marketing is a mighty persuader.
Go compare, go compare.
I want to use it to sell the ultimate free wonder product, the outdoors.
Take your children outdoors.
But will anyone buy it? So what do you think of when you think of nature?
Dangerous outside.
Where's the poo there?
Oh.
People have their dogs off the leash there, and a lot of people get, like, mauled to death.
Yeah, that's interesting.
We sell every product under the sun. Now, our job is to sell the sun itself. You're guaranteed to love nature or your money back. There is no money, so surely I can say that.
Okay. Oh, he's tickling! He's tickling!
Kissing a frog, that's just out of
That's just not happening.
You're not going to kiss the frog?
It's unhygienic.
What about pick up a frog?
That is brilliant.
It's not the kids that don't want to put their hands in the mud or jump in the pond. It's the adults that have said no.
What would happen if they caught you playing ball games?
I think we'll just get an Asbo.
Get an Asbo?
Play freely. Go outside into the green spot.
That's just too much nature.
Feeling like I need you, baby.
When I met you the other day, I had the feeling that you're different.
Baby, you must be crazy. My wife and I don't want you hanging around our daughter. Ain't too often I get a chance to meet a girl like you.
I guess you'll be quitting the railroad, huh, man? You must be plumb out of your mind. You gotta watch yourself pretty close. If you fellas stuck together instead of letting them walk all over you, they might not try it. They've been doing it all my life. Well, maybe it's time you stop letting them. You sound like a troublemaker.
What's all this talk about sticking together? You want to keep a job, boy?
Now, just how do you intend to support your family, huh?
How'd you like to have a baby, Duff?
Now, if you want to work like a real nigga, you can always go out and chop cotton.
They've done that too long in my family.
You're not a man because of a job, Duff. I could work even after the baby comes.
You ain't going to no white home.
God damn it, nigga, you must think you're white.
How come you don't hate their guts?
I guess I'm not afraid of them. I can't stand to see you like that. I love you.
小学校入学のための血液検査がご両親と一致しなくて。
本当に啓太は私たちの子じゃないんでしょうか。
流星です。
啓太です。
今後はスムーズに交換へ進めそうですか？
犬や猫ならともかく。どうした？会いたくないの？俺たちの子に。
流星
星君のママはどんな人？
最初は怖かったけど優しかった。
それでも血のつながってない子供を
パパなんかパパじゃない。
父親かて取り替えの期間仕事やろ。
流星が可愛くなってきた。
流星君のおじさんもおばさんも啓太のこと大好きだって言ってたから。
Did the Lebanese dream one day of conquering space? Impossible to believe. And yet at the very beginning of the 60s, while NASA and the United States was readying to send Apollo, Manouch Manouchian and the students of the modest Haigazian College launched rockets into the Lebanese sky.
This is the very beginning. We start from scratch with tiny little rockets.
It was an enormous accomplishment.
The space project turned into a national patriotic adventure.
I looked at my students and said, now we can look at larger rockets.
The boys and their rockets were a good story.
And at that point, we decided to call it the Lebanese Rocket Society.
How is it possible that we've never heard about it?
I was very leery of the rocket project.
Our rocket had a very long range, which I assumed concerned countries surrounding Lebanon.
Israelis were looking at it, and the Syrians were looking at it, everybody's looking at it.
And I thought, this is something that has to stop.
The world then was a world of possibilities. To dream and believe it.
بعد بتشوف عيون هالشباب قديش مبسوطين في أشغالهم ما بتقدر تنساها.
Don't you think a sign is something that every person somewhere along the line has tried? That we're the ones that just kind of kept on going.
I got enough of an ego that tells me that I can do anything I want to do.
I liked working with the brush.
Even the way that I describe it to people, oh, what do you do? I'm a sign painter, I paint letters on buildings.
I could do whatever the fuck I wanted to do and make a living.
Every artist is a character, period.
It's an invisible art. It's an invisible industry. People just take it for granted.
If you follow every known law in the sign game, you will at least do a sign that works. That's correct.
In September 1982, a company came out with a plotter that could actually cut out vinyl letters.
You can cut out these many letters out of this many square feet of vinyl and make this much money, and that's what motivated them. None of these guys had any background in the sign-making world.
I mean, hundreds of sign painters just threw in the towel.
At some point, there's got to be a backlash. I saw a bumper sticker that said, "Drum machines have no soul." It made a good point.
I look all over the city. This is my city.
On my gravestone, it's going to say, he died for greater opacity.
I think that every human being has the capability of altering their environment for the better with their bare hands.
Letters are really cosmic things. You can make any name in the whole universe.
Old signs become art. I want to make signs that turn into art.
Short-term 12, this is Grace. Remember, you're not their parent, you're not their therapist. You are here to create a safe environment, and that's it.
Got it.
Luis, you better be up.
So as I was gonna be.
Community meeting is now in session.
Slow this down a little bit. Y'all ain't got no rhythm, man. Mace, I love you like a brother, but I gotta say that when it come to being discreet, you're a disgrace. I mean, you think we all don't know about him and Grace on the low, undercover trying to date.
Why are you so nice to me?
Well, it's easy. You are the weirdest, most beautiful person that I've ever met.
You need to tell me what the hell is going on.
You have to let me in your head once in a while. I'm just gonna go nuts.
We have a new member of our community.
She's been in and out of group homes for dangerous behavior. I told her father we'd take good care of her.
I take good care of everyone. Happy birthday.
I really think we need to talk through some of this stuff.
Not right now. I just need to work. Jaden, come on, please, just open the door.
Grace, how's my cupcake?
I am on the floor every day with those kids, and last night, that girl sat next to me and she cried and she tried to tell me the only way that she knew how.
Grace, it's not your job to interpret tears.
I've been waiting for 3 years for you to just once take the advice that you give your kids every 5 minutes and learn to talk about what's going on inside your head. So let's all lift our glasses to our king and queen. Everything good in my life is because of you. You know we can do this, right?
You want some, you bought it, fucker. Fucking music business. What kind of fucking business is this? You motherfucker! No, you fucking idiots! You goddamn get out of here! Get out of here! You fucking motherfucker! No, you won't, you fucking asshole! Ah, okay, all right. Ah, shit.
be the devil, 'cause I wouldn't hold cold.
Life is being in bed with you. Everything else is just waiting. Will you?
Yes, I will.
I intend to love you until I die.
Me first.
Counselor!
My back's against the wall, man.
Money problems are serious problems. I will set it up.
625 kilos. We're probably looking at 20 million.
I know why I'm in it. Do you?
It's a nice ring. Want to know how much it's worth?
I always thought a law degree was a license to steal, but you hadn't really capitalized on it.
I'm really worried, baby.
It's gonna be all right.
If you pursue this road that you've embarked upon, you will eventually come to moral decisions that will take you completely by surprise.
You should be careful what you wish for. You might not get it.
Counselor, we've got a problem.
The shipment, it's gone.
I had a call from our business partners. These people are out 20 mil.
They think we're all involved, don't they?
No, just you, Counselor. You. They don't believe in coincidences. They've heard of them. They've just never seen one.
You're in trouble.
When the axe comes through the door, I'll already be gone.
What do you think I should do?
How bad is it?
We're all done here.
It's too late. I can vanish in a heartbeat. Can you?
The slaughter to come is probably beyond our imagining.
This government has the resources to deal with the AIDS epidemic, and they won't do it unless we force them.
We want everybody to join us. We are trying to arouse to anger and action.
Until we get our acts together, we are as good as dead.
I started to look for treatments to help save my life.
I wish they'd shut their mouths and get their mentality out of their crotches.
There was nothing coming out of our government's efforts.
But no, they march in the streets. They defy you.
I decided to become a full-time AIDS activist.
They all had to become scientists to some degree.
We can take a drug, your test tube, to the market in under 2 years. This total reluctance on your part is going to get you nowhere. It'll end up killing us.
The death rate just kept on climbing. It became very clear that you weren't going to mess with these people.
I am going to fight them. My patients are going to fight them. And you goddamn welcome.
We need our government to save our lives.
This isn't going to be cured for years and years and years. I'm going to die from this.
Someday, there will be a people alive on this earth who will hear the story that once there was a terrible disease and that a brave group of people stood up and fought, and in some cases died, so that others might live and be free.
Europa konnte nicht mehr als 2 Stunden am Tag drehen.
Dynamit, hä? Dynamit. Idioten. Wie oft soll ich dir noch sagen, zieh den weißen Anzug endlich an! Vielen Dank, meine Herren! Ein Star ist geboren!
He was a dreamer inside a Deutsche. It's not an easy thing to be.
Make the time go slow. That's all that shows.
You told the sheriff that you were walking to Nebraska.
That's right. To get my $1 million.
This is Woody Grant.
We are now authorized to pay $1 million to Woodrow T. Grant of Billings, Montana.
This is his son.
You didn't win anything. It's a complete scam. So you gotta stop this, okay?
I'm running out of time.
this is his wife.
I never knew the son of a bitch even wanted to be a millionaire. You should have thought about that years ago and worked for it.
How much longer is he going to be around? What's the harm in letting him have his little fantasy for just a couple more days?
This is his family.
Woody here's the talk of the town. Why didn't you tell us you was rich, Woody?
David said not to.
You got it on you. Yeah, we sure would like to see what $1 million looks like.
And this is the problem.
God damn, Woody Grant's a millionaire! Next round is on Woody.
If Woody hit it rich and I don't see any of it, that would be wrong.
Are you threatening my family?
Everybody's saying how Woody Grant's a millionaire.
That's no big deal.
No big deal? Jeez, $1 million here, $1 million there. Well, the newspaper's gonna do a big write-up on you.
Honestly, right? Woody didn't win anything.
You're a damn liar.
Hey.
Come on, have a beer with your old man. He's somebody.
Eres agua fresca donde se calma la sed que siento. Eres el abrazo donde se acuna mi sentimiento. Eres el regreso que cada vez más y más.
¿Cómo te llamas tú?
Gloria.
Ahí está, pues.
Qué galán.
Algo tan físico, tan concreto lo que me pasa contigo. Hace un año y un mes yo me operé. Me hice una gastroplastía. Yo pesaba 117 kilos.
Vámonos a Cuba los dos. 10 días. Dejo la pega, dejáis la pega. Nos vamos, los dos. ¿Te gusta bailar? A mí también. Vamos a bailar a Cuba. ¿Querés porro? No fumas. Me da como miedo perder el control, esa boluda.
Vértigo Park.
Rodolfo, soy yo, Gloria. Contéstame.
Abre tu corazón espiritual. Ríndelo hacia atrás con humildad.
Te estaba presentando a mi familia. ¿Y tú tienes el descaro de desaparecer? Ponte los pantalones.
Gloria, te quiero.
Saca la mano, no veo.
Gloria.
Saca las manos, que no veo. Gracias.
Y escribiré mi historia.
Billy Peltzer has a nice home.
Billy, is that you?
Yeah, Mom, it's me.
A nice job. A nice girl.
If you're not doing anything this Thursday night, maybe you'd like to go out on a date with me?
I'd love to.
And loving parents who are about to give him...
You're gonna like this. No, don't shake it. We're gonna have to open it now. Won't wait till Christmas.
The most unusual gift he ever got.
What is it?
No.
It's your new pet.
Come on, Barney, be a good dog. My dad gave it to me.
But there are a few things to keep in mind. If you expose it to the light, you may hurt it. If you get it wet, it will multiply.
All that from water? They got wet?
Yeah, plain water.
And most important, no matter how much they beg, never let them eat after midnight. Because when they do, they change.
Rafe.
They become clever, mischievous.
What's going on here?
And dangerous.
Gremlins, huh? Little monsters.
Right.
Hundreds of them.
Well, I don't know, maybe thousands.
They've been here too. Billy, what are these things? Where did they come from?
Look, I know it sounds crazy, I know. But in a few hours, you're gonna have a major disaster on your hands.
by Joe Dante.
Each time a person went to muscle shows, they came out of there with a hit.
Record making like that doesn't happen very often. There's usually, say, somebody like Rick Hall with the drive to do it.
I was going to kick some ass and take some names. I wanted to be somebody.
Rick Hall had a rhythm section of exceptional players.
Those guys that sit there in that studio and just find the groove.
You got to have a name, and Swampers is a good nickname.
You just didn't expect them to be as funky or as greasy as they were.
R-E-S-P-C-T, find out what it means to me.
I remember when Paul Simon called Stax Records, talked to Al Bell, and said, hey, man, I want those same black players that played on I'll Take You There. He said, that can happen, but these guys are mighty pale.
We started to explode. The world was coming to muscle shows.
You thought you hadn't found a good girl. Mustang Sally. I rode the old man's sweetheart.
Being there does inspire you to do it slightly differently.
It's like when they're coming out, your stop.
It was pretty funky, you know, that was the whole idea of it.
I began to tell them of this great new deal we'd made with Capitol. One of the guys stopped me and said, we've already made a deal with Jerry. We'll be leaving here. It was war.
You're going to hear some of the greatest voices that ever were.
There are certain places where there is a field of energy.
I greet you for our annual North American Computer Chess Tournament. I present you with the best and the brightest.
We're just watching them get ready for the end of the world here. World War III.
Okay, so the computers play chess versus other computers. Wow.
And we have something new this year. We have a lady who is competing way in the back corner. There she is.
If all computers can do is calculate, then what is artificial intelligence?
Computers are getting smaller, they're getting better, they're getting faster. It's a matter of time before we beat people with these things.
I'd be willing to bet that you and I are the only ones here who even understand that programming has a feminine side. I would love to stay in your room if you have an extra bed.
It's a couples group. I don't know if you've ever done any encounter stuff or anything like that.
Look deep within me to find what is inside you.
Don't you think it's strange that we're all here at the same time? Have you been with a lot of women, Peter?
Can you try something else? Can you try do your own move on your own?
Seems to be a little glitch here.
War is death. Hell is pain. Chess is victory.
You want to know the real future of computers?
Tell me.
Dating.
What, you mean computers are going to start dating each other?
I thought you were a customer. I should have known better. However, every disappointment has its bright side. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to meet Ernst Lubitsch, our director. The man who gave you a Garbo in Ninochka who made you laugh, and who now gives you a Morgan who makes you laugh.
I hope.
Yes, I hope so too, in the shop around the corner.
Introducing the creator of our beloved Mary.
Poppins. Never ever just Mary. Now, where is Mr. Disney?
She's here.
Well, Pamela Travers, you can't imagine how excited I am to finally meet you.
Would you mind? My name is Mrs. Travers, Mr. Disney.
Oh, Walt, now you gotta call me Walt. 20 years ago, I made a promise to my daughters that I would make your Mary Poppins fly off the pages of your books. I promised them, man.
I know what he's going to do to her. She'll be cavorting and twinkling.
You can't make the film unless you grant the rights.
Damn.
Now, let us begin.
Room here.
She has a lot of ideas.
What kind of ideas?
Constable's responsible. Now, how does that sound?
No. Responsible is not a word.
We made it up.
Well, unmake it up.
She won't approve Dick Van Dyke.
No.
The Ventus house doesn't look like that. No, it's all wrong.
It's all wrong?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Stop! Mary Poppins is not for sale. I won't have her turned into one of your silly cartoons.
Says the woman who sent a flying nanny with a talking umbrella to save the children.
You think Mary Poppins has come to save the children? Oh, dear.
Mrs. Travers, what am I missing here? I'm wondering what I have to do to make you happy. You know, you've never been to Disneyland, and that's the happiest place on earth.
No, please.
Well, when does anybody get to go to Disneyland with Walt Disney himself?
There he is.
Where did she come from?
Mary Poppins and the Bankses. They're family to me.
Mary Poppins was a real person? So it's not the children she comes to save. It's their father. It's your father.
You don't know what she means to me.
I won't disappoint you. I swear, every time a person walks into a movie house, they will rejoice. Don't you want to finish the story?
I said I wish I'd never been born.
You've got your wish. You've never been bored. A chance to see what the world would be like without you.
Now, you're Ernie Bishop, and you live in Bailey Park with your wife and kid. That's right, isn't it?
I live in a shack in Potter's Field, and I ain't never seen you before in my life.
I'm going home and see my wife and family.
This house ain't been lived in for 20 years. Your brother, Harry Bailey, broke through the ice and was drowned at the age of 9. You weren't there to save Harry. Strange, isn't it? Each man's life touches so many other lives. You really had a wonderful life. Don't you see what a mistake it would be to throw it away?
Get me back. I don't care what happens to me. I want to live again. Merry Christmas! Happy New Year to you! You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down.
Tu sais ce que c'est des modèles vivants?
Ça veut dire quoi, un modèle?
Tu dois juste rester immobile, tu poses et tu bouges plus pendant que l'artiste travaille.
Toute nue?
voilà. Moi qui veux rester tranquille ici pour travailler, je me retrouve avec une bande de clandestins.
Je le mènerai en Espagne.
Tu me laisses tomber.
Ce que j'aimais, c'était prendre rendez-vous, discuter sur Internet, parler au téléphone, écouter les voix, imaginer des choses. Et puis y aller, découvrir l'hôtel, pas savoir sur qui j'allais tomber. C'était comme un jeu. Sur le moment, je ressentais presque rien. Mais quand j'y repensais après, à la maison ou au lycée, j'avais envie de recommencer.
Gone with the Wind has captured the imagination and acclaim of an entire world. The screen has never known a love story to compare with this. When Rhett Butler meets Scarlett O'Hara.
I love you more than I've ever loved any woman. And I've waited longer for you than I've ever waited for any woman. Scarlett, kiss me. Kiss me once.
Can you honestly say you don't love me?
No, I don't love you.
It's a lie.
Well, even if it is a lie, do you think I'd go off and leave Melanie and the baby?
A love affair you'll remember as long as you live. Filled with all the fire and fury of the times in which it happened.
You've lived in dirt so long you can't understand anything else. And you're jealous of something you can't understand.
It's not that easy, Scarlett. You turned me out while you chased Ashley Wilkes, while you dreamed of Ashley Wilkes. This is one night you're not turning me out.
Gone with the Wind. First picture to win 10 Academy Awards. The most honored, the most talked about motion picture in all film history.
really funny. I think I spend a lot of time looking at what's going on elsewhere in the country and seeing all the exciting things happening in London and imagining this kind of world of art. It must be amazing. And then we have these events, we have these amazing kind of events and amazing audiences coming in, and I can't help but think, you know what, we're so made for Leeds and we're so lucky to be in Leeds.
I think Leeds is a fantastic city culturally. I think there's just so much going on, not just with film and kind of art stuff, but music. There's a lot of arty, cultural stuff going on here, and the Hyde Park Picture House is fortunate enough to be a part of that. It just feels like Leeds is a city that has all this potential, and there's a lot of people working really hard to kind of make it happen right now. Things like Culture Vulture and the Leeds International Film Festival and the Howard Assembly Room and the Grand Theatre. Yeah, we're surprisingly lucky. Leeds is a great little city and I can't imagine living anywhere else. I think what we do is really important, not only for culture in Leeds, but also for the local community. I mean, people tend to think, you know, we're in the centre of Hyde Park, which is obviously hugely student-based, so people tend to think we're just a student cinema. But actually, I see a wide range of people coming in, and it's not just your kind of Guardian reading, left-leaning intellectuals, it's everyone.
Yeah, I think the Hyde Park is very important to the community, you know, right from children to older people. We've got about approximately 450 friends of the Hyde Park, which are all mostly local people, and you know, they support the Hyde Park very well. Obviously we've got so many students in the area. We try and during term time be as tied into them as possible. We are involved in loads of student projects and try and open our doors to student groups as much as possible. Additionally, we've got this whole amazing group of kind of older audience who maybe were students here 30 years ago or have just been coming since they were 20 and are now 60 and stumbled upon the place one day and love it. We also work with local charities like Friends of the Earth and Amnesty and people to try and create events that are not just interesting but are informative and kind of important as well. When I start to think about things that I've enjoyed most over the last 8 years, it becomes really hard to kind of separate out. But there's a few that really stand out. I think the first one was probably Timer, this completely phenomenal Sigur Rós documentary. I think it was like Saturday night, like 11 PM. It was winter, it was kind of cold, and just this hive of people kind of appeared and filled the cinema, and everyone was warm and everyone was happy and everyone was just pleased to be there. I remember sort of standing back there and being moved by the film, but moved by the sort of sense of the audience. It felt so great to have people celebrating the joy of great filmmaking and great music all in one experience, and everyone was there together for it, which is so much what cinema should be about, this kind of shared experience. It's a safe, warm, cosy, friendly atmosphere that the staff and myself give. You know, I say good evening to everybody when they come in, and I say cheerio to everybody when they go out, and make sure that they've had a good evening, and that's the main thing. And you know, this is what the other places don't do.